Hi all, my name is Dhanraj, an acupuncture therapist. Today we're going to see an interesting topic on the key to manifestation. See, many people practicing on law of attraction, law of vibration. You write gratitude notes, etc., etc. But we still feel that the things which we wanted to achieve or we want to manifestation, it's taking a lot amount of time than what we are expecting. So that again leads to frustration, that again leads to worry, etc. It creates a self doubt in us. So this particular video is going to address on that particular key thing which we wanted to focus on in order to manifest our desires. See, our mindset and our consciousness influences the environment around us. We said that, if we want to bring in any change, there are two important factors. One is the environment, and the other one is mindset. But the mindset is the key point in addressing or changing the entire thing around us. So it influences the environment. Thought possesses a profound effect and powers which attracts things based upon of what we emit and what we spread to others. So it's very important of what we are thinking. So consciously understanding, consciously focusing on the things which we are thinking repeatedly is one of the important point which we have to do it on a daily basis, and it is kind of a self checklist. So whatever we thoughts we are keep on repeatedly thinking, we are firing and wiring our brain will try and manifest. So if we are focusing only on negative, or if we are focusing on worry or fear, then the outcome is going to be the same. So having a conscious positive thoughts, it's very very important, because the things which we are firing and wiring our brain, the neurochemicals in our brain get spread, and it definitely manifest into reality. I just wanted to quote, some of the examples, which we all know. Like, I just want to reiterate the same thing. We know, a famous experiment by Dr. Emoto, who is a Japanese scientist, and he did a profound experiment and proven to the world about the power of thought and intention. He did experiments on water, rice, etc. So what happens is that in order to prove the power of intention, Dr. Emoto has taken two different jars, glass jars. He filled those glass jars with rice. And in one glass jar, he labeled that glass jar as a good rice, and in another one, he labeled it as bad rice. He kept them apart in a different places. So in good jar, he set a lot of intention every day, for a specific amount of time. He said about a lot of good things to that particular jar. For example, for a good jar, he said that, I love you, you are so good, you are so beautiful, etc. So he set a lot of intention to that particular jar. Whereas in a bad jar, he set a intention, a kind of a negative intention, you are bad, you are not worthy, etc., etc. So this experiment continued for some amount of time. After a month or so, when he identified the changes in the rice, the good rice, the jar which is labeled as good, the rice in that particular jar is of good quality, it's of normal quality, it didn't deteriorate or something. But whereas in the jar which is labeled as bad, the rice got deteriorated, it turned out to be a bad one. So this experiment proved that the intention which we keep on a specific thing tries to manifest. So the same thing, responsible for our thought as well. Another one which I wanted to quote is that there is a project called as Global Consciousness Project. Okay, it's a very very big project which is going on, and it is also otherwise called as EEG project. You can search in Google. It's a very big thing which is going on. They experiment on the global consciousness of the people. They try and identify the changes of the people's consciousness based upon some major events. So on and given on a normal day, there is no major change, no major disruption in the world or the environment. The thing becomes very kind of wavering, they try to understand the consciousness of the people around the globe. So it is not off chart, it's like kind of a normal one. But during certain events, say for example the 9/11 attack, or during kind of an election, the consciousness tries to peak. So everybody is thinking on the same thing and thought about it at a particular point of time. So the consciousness peaks at a given level. So a collective thinking about a particular event, the consciousness gets shooted up. So that's very important. So for example, when we have this consciousness, when we have our goal, we can have our personal goal, and we can also have our family goal. So when we set any goal for our family, and if all the family members agree to it and they concentrate or focus on that, think about the level of manifestation which you're going to achieve. It just attracts at a very a quick span of time. So when you set your intention, you have certain force, you apply certain energy. But when you have your family goal, for example, if you want to construct a new home, get the collectiveness of all your family members, okay, your spouse, children, etc. Put everything into the picture. Make them manifest in a very quick span of time. So when all your collective energy concentrates on that particular thing, when all your attention, all your intention focuses on that particular point, it manifests very fast. I've seen that in my life, I've seen people around us, I've seen in my clients, it manifests around us. So you can have your individual goal, that's a different thing. But when you have your family goal or a group goal, and when everybody is focusing on that particular point, it manifests very fast. So it's all about the intention, it's all about your focused concentration on that particular point, right? So this aspect proves that your mindset begets whether it is a positive or the negative. So it's not only the desire which will get you write the law of attraction things. You have 55 bar 5, 77 bar 7, whatever it is, 369 Tesla method, etc. So we write our intentions, or we write our desires into that. But how much time are we concentrated or focused on that particular thing? So once we write, it's not like writing for the sake of writing. How much emotionally we are attached to it, how much emotionally, if you have manifested that right now, how is your mindset, how is your body chemicals will react, how is your behaviors will adapt, or how your behaviors will change. So are we practicing that right now? So it's not like you manifested and then you change your behavior. No, change our behavior, that it has manifested right now, because we are writing the sentences, we are writing the things in the present tense. So when we write that in the present tense, it's our body reactions, or the body chemicals should also react that it has manifested right now, and it should going to change. So how you walk, how you act, how you smile, how you enjoy with your friends, families, that whatever you desire, and whatever is your goal has achieved at right now at this point in time. So it's the focused concentration and the intention tends to achieve the goals and the desires. So this is the key to manifestation, my friends. So it's not only the desires which we get, it's about the concentration, it's about our focused attention, it is about the intention which we set in, and the collective force of the energy, whatever we take in, whatever we consume in, how are we diverting those energy to achieve that particular desire? Are we wasting our time in unwanted things, like browsing through social media, or whiling away our time, or are we diverting all our energy to achieve this particular goal? So this is the key to manifestation. I hope you like this video. Please share your thoughts, comments, feedbacks, etc. in the comment box. I'll try and answer. Stay updated. Thank you. Have a nice day.